Hi there, my name's Annette. Sunbeam Fabric Art is my channel. Welcome. Most of my projects that I make come about because I've thought of a problem, or I've thought of a new way to do something, or I wanted to try something. This time around, it's my lunchbox. I'm going to show you this little tote I have. Little tote. It's very useful, very cute, very handy. It's just the right size for lunch, except for one thing. And that problem is this. This is my problem. So let's talk about this problem. This is a Rubbermaid tote. It's a little storage tote. And this is all we have in our house because that way the lids always fit. We never have lost lids because we got rid of everything else and all we have are these Rubbermaid totes. And this is the size I use for my lunches. Usually it's a salad or some chicken or something like that. Okay, so I have my favorite tote here. Well, as you can see by the bottom of this tote, this storage does not fit in this tote. I mean, I can get it in there. I will demonstrate. It'll go in sort of. So you can see it sort of goes in there, but it's just, it bugs me. So I want to fix this problem. So before I can fix my problem, I had to think about what do I want to make this remake. I'm going to remake this tote. What do I want to use? And I decided I wanted to use my scrap fabric. So that led into a rabbit hole. And today's video is the rabbit hole. I am going to demonstrate how I sewed together all my scraps, my pile of scraps, and I made over 18 feet long by 18 inches wide, my own very special bolt of scrap fabric. So the next video we'll be using some of that to remake this tote, which I'm excited for. So come along today and we'll make a whole lot of scrap fabric. Well, let's get started with this fun project. Here is my mountain of scraps that I'm starting with. When I don't have any set plan for my scraps, I just start by putting one piece with one piece right sides together. I stitch them together and that makes two. This first step of sewing one piece to one piece takes the longest. It can get a little frustrating. I get a little tired of doing it, but I just power through and I know that it will get quicker on the next round. I'm going to leave a link in the description for this product you see me using here. I am a huge fan of chain piecing, and this Blade Saver product really takes the work out of separating these chains. After separating all the chains, I take my scissors and trim where necessary to eliminate some bulk. I press my seams between each round. This makes for a flatter and more stable piece of fabric when I'm done. So if you're like me, you'll make a mistake or two. I accidentally sewed double fabric on this piece, which is pretty funny. I just trimmed off the extra. On a couple of other pieces, I sewed them wrong side to right side. So in this case, you can see my pretty fabric is on the wrong side. I just left it. It's not going to show up overall in the scheme of things. And apparently this blue fabric really threw me for a loop because I sewed 3 or 4 of these pieces wrong side to right side. Didn't even notice, but although the right side is prettier, it doesn't even matter when you turn it over, it's fine. With round 1 officially over, it's time to start round 2, which is taking a piece that has 2 pieces sewn together, sewing it to another piece that has 2 pieces sewn together, which makes 4. So here you can see I took a little bit of time to sort my 2s into sizes because it was getting too much of a pain to dig through the scrap pile every time. So I just did a quick sort, and then I started sewing the piles together that matched in size. Round 2 is done, and we start round 3 sewing 4 patches to other 4 patches. Each subsequent round should take you approximately half the time of the round that you did before. So that's always good news. Now that the pieces are getting quite a bit larger, it is time to start trimming one edge before I sew them together. This makes it a lot easier to sew because you can match those 2 straight edges together to sew your 2 pieces together. And here you see I am once again lining up these pieces according to their size because that's going to make it a lot easier to chain piece these together. Each of these rounds is getting a lot faster. I continued my process of trimming one edge. Then I sorted my pieces by size, and then I stitched them together. Around the time I got to this place in my process, I had decided that I was going to attempt to get the fabric in a long strip that was at least 18 inches wide. So anything that was wider than, say, 20 inches, I trimmed down. Anything that was smaller than 18 inches, I added fabric to trim up. And when all my rounds were done, I had an 18-inch wide by approximately 18 feet long piece of fabric. And I found an old Christmas paper tube to roll it up. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you had a good time. Honestly, it's very satisfying. Working with scraps is a lot of work. It's not easy. It's not a quilt in a day type thing. The smaller the pieces, the longer it will take you. But I powered through. I worked on this for 3 or 4 days, and I had no idea what I was going to end up with when I started, but now I am so excited that I have this bolt of scrap fabric now, over 18 feet long, and it's about 18 inches at the minimum wide. I can make all kinds of stuff with this, and it'll fit in my stash pretty easy, so when I'm ready to make something with these scraps, it'll be there waiting for me. And obviously the first thing I'm going to make next video is I'm going to remake my lunch tote, so stay tuned for that. But I'm just so proud, and it's such a feeling of satisfaction to have that mountain of scraps turned into something that I can really use. Just so excited about it, and I hope you are too. I hope you'll try this. I hope you'll have fun with it. Make it the size you want. Make it the project that you want to make. And most of all, have fun. Anyway, I hope to see you back again real soon. If you like my channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all those fun things. Helps me out, and we'll see you back again next time. Bye-bye.